Our final country on this tour was Brazil. Sao Paulo was first, and I knew it was big, but I didn't notice that it was actually bigger than New York and the biggest city in the whole of Latin America. The place was just a complete sprawl, skyscrapers everywhere you looked. I guess it's the business capital of Brazil, but there was still football to watch, and I found myself at a Sao Paulo game, a club that I'd always been fascinated by. It was really easy for me to get a ticket. I just showed up on the day with my passport at the ticket office, explained that I couldn't use a Brazilian card because I didn't have a Brazilian ID, and they just let me in. It was a really relaxed atmosphere compared to Argentina. Still loud, but not those massive pre-Taylor report fences on the side of the pitch. They were playing at Atletico Goianiense, a side who were bottom of the league, and so they were expected to win, and they scored 1-0. And that was it, a 1-0 win in the end for Sao Paulo, but their fans were happy. In this great park in Sao Paulo, right in the city centre. It's absolutely massive. Don't really have this in Manchester or any UK cities really, maybe London, but anyway, I need to update you all on where I've been. So I've had a few days there. Excellent place, dirt cheap, food was great, football was great, even though it's obviously not the same standard as Argentina or Brazil, but I was made to feel very welcome there. The fans just as passionate as I've seen anywhere else. And you know, they just love football like any other country I've been to here. So Bolivia, visit it, it's great. Sao Paulo again, went to see Sao Paulo yesterday. Still a good atmosphere, very easy to get a ticket. Just showed up and basically just I said that I couldn't pay for it with the Brazilian card, and they kind of understood, and it was fine. We go to Rio tomorrow, but felt very safe in Sao Paulo. Not sure the same will be that in Rio, but here I felt perfectly fine. Just been to see the graffiti thing earlier today as well. Free, don't bother with the tours, and pay if you want, but I just walked there on my own. No problems really. And Paulista and the area around the centre has just it's been brilliant. So yeah, definitely visit Sao Paulo if you've got time. A lot of people don't give it a lot of credit, but I think it's a really smart city, and I think it's a bit safer than Rio as well. But I'll let you know when I'm in Rio. Rio was exactly how I thought it would look on the postcards, but even nicer. It was a country and a city that I'd been fascinated with since the Brazil World Cup in 2014. I'd always been obsessed with the iconography from that tournament. It was the first time I'd properly seen it. Copacabana, Sugarloaf, the Maracana. I wasn't going to visit that stadium, but I was going to visit Botafogo's ground instead and watch a game in the Libertadores. Something I've always wanted to do, but first, we had a bit more sightseeing to do. Botafogo took an early lead, and the reaction was exactly how you'd expect for a side taking the lead against the team that nicked them to the title last season. It was absolute pandemonium. Botafogo quickly added a second, and it was enough for them to hold on and win the tie in the end 2-1. The noise in there was a cauldron. Maybe because the stadium was smaller, it was easier to generate an atmosphere, but it was just brilliant, non-stop for 90 minutes. The fact that there was away fans made it even more fun. They don't have them in Argentina, or for many domestic games. So to have two sets of fans going at it like that, yeah, it was pretty good. And then that was it. I flew to Lisbon the following day, then got a connecting flight to Manchester, and within 2 days, I was back home. Felt much longer than 4 weeks. But it was a once in a lifetime trip. Something that I'm never going to forget. You only get these points in your life where you're able to do things like this, so I made the most of it. And I think the people that I met did as well. The plan was to get back for the first United game of the season against Fulham, but I missed kick-off by 2 hours. So instead, I sat in Piccadilly Gardens with a pint of Guinness.